Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents The Big Bad Book of Bill Murray, a critical appreciation of the world's finest actor, by Robert Schnakenberg, narrated by Johnny Heller. Nothing prepared me for being this awesome. It's kind of a shock to wake up every morning and be bathed in this purple light. Bill Murray to an interviewer who asked, "What's it like to be so awesome?" Introduction. Stalking the Murricane. You may seek it with thimbles and seek it with care. You may hunt it with forks and hope. You may threaten its life with the railway share. You may charm it with smiles and soap. That's exactly the method, the bellman bold, in a hasty parenthesis cried. That's exactly the way I have always been told that the capture of snarks should be tried. Lewis Carroll, The Hunting of the Snark. Bill Murray seems to be everywhere these days, or at least he seems capable of turning up anywhere at any time. According to a widely disseminated urban legend, he's liable to pop up behind you as you're listening to this. He'll put his hands over your eyes or give you a noogie, then whisper that no one will ever believe you if you try to tell them what you've seen. He's like a mischievous Kaiser Soze. There are websites devoted to chronicling Murray's sudden public apparitions, from sandlot kickball games to drunken bachelor parties, and entire Twitter accounts made up of impromptu photographs taken with him in airport lounges, hotel lobbies, and minor league baseball stadiums. It's hard to remember a time when he was just a famous actor and not the world's most celebrated gatecrasher. Yet, for all his ubiquity, we know very little about the real Bill Murray. Unlike Lewis Carroll's elusive snark, his true nature remains shrouded in mystery. Although he's been an internationally recognized star for more than 30 years, no one has tried to publish a book-length biography about him. Murray's own 1999 memoir, Cinderella Story, was written with tongue planted firmly in cheek. It's a rough roadmap to his early life, but it's hardly comprehensive, and God help the humble researcher trying to arrange an interview with him. Murray stays zealously cloaked behind his fabled 800 number, which restricts telephonic access to a few close friends and Hollywood insiders. Believe me, I know. I try to contact nearly every one of them. No one is giving up those digits. In a way, it feels like I've been stalking the Murricane, as he's known among his intimates, my whole life. I'm old enough to have watched the arc of his career. When I was a child, it was considered bad form to show up to school on Monday mornings without having memorized that weekend's Saturday Night Live sketches. While most kids gravitated toward tentpole recurring characters like the Coneheads or Roseanne, I found myself mesmerized by the subtler work being done by a certain mustachioed newcomer from Chicago who replaced Chevy Chase. Over the course of Murray's 3.5 seasons on SNL, a handful of his one-shot characters imprinted themselves indelibly in my comedy consciousness. A crazed Richard Dawson bellowing, "Show me romaine lettuce," during a parody of Family Feud. The oleaginous host of the Mexican game show Quien es más macho, and his exquisite Earl of Sandwich in the Lord and Lady Douchebag sketch, arguably the high-water mark of the show's 40-plus-year run, if not of the history of American humor. As I grew older, my tastes, hopefully, matured. Lo and behold, so did Murray's. He graduated from the exuberant juvenilia of Meatballs to the existential mind-tripping of Groundhog Day. He drew on an untapped well of pathos in Rushmore and became the embodiment of middle-aged loneliness in Lost in Translation. In interviews, he was less snarky and more gnomic. The stories about his private behavior involved fewer drunken escapades and more Zen pranks. Before my eyes, Bill Murray became the rare celebrity who got more interesting and more mysterious the longer he was in the public eye. He was a fascinating jigsaw puzzle, begging to be solved. The Big Bad Book of Bill Murray is the closest we may ever come to a written record of the Murricane's life, career, and philosophy. Using insights derived from published accounts and Murray's own on-the-record utterances dating back to the mid-1970s, I have tried to create a complete contextualized picture of the man, his work, and his unique approach to life. Included are Murray's observations on everything from the afterlife.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?